Way up to Angela, but I call her Yee. Way up.
Hey, what's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and welcome back to my girl Lindsay Granger is back again, baby.
Hey, y'all, I'm back.
Yes, good to see you. It's nice to have a real reporter in the room.
We can break it down for everybody.
But yeah, so we got Key Glock joining us today, and he's got a new album on the way.
Dope.
Glockavelli. And he's got a couple of new songs out right now, too. 3 a.m. in Tokyo. The video's out for that right now, but he's going to be joining us. Lindsay, welcome. Aren't you talking about some flight issues or?
Oh, my God. You know I travel for our series, World of Travel, and sometimes it doesn't go right. That's why I like to let people know.
The more you travel, the more chance there is. I'm always like, thank you, God. Anytime my flight is on time, no issues, we land. And smooth.
I'm sure you're more like that now because of all these incidents.
Oh my goodness.
Every time it just lands, I'm like, thank you.
Well, we'll talk about it. But of course, we got to start the show off with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. I thought it was going to be a lot warmer today, so I came in here. I have on like a dress, but
it's cute.
I'm freezing. I need a blanket. All right, well, let's start with some love and some positivity. Let's shine a light. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Let us know who you want to shine a light on. It's Way Up.
I'ma shine. I'ma shine.
Turn your lights on, y'all.
Turn your lights on.
Spreading love to those who are doing greatness.
Shine a light on them. Shine a light on them.
It's time to shine a light on them.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Lindsay Granger.
Hey, y'all.
Hey, girl. And today, you know who we're going to shine a light on? It is Women's History Month. And since iHeart at the awards just shine a light on her, we're going to do it too. And we'll play more of this also during Yeetie. But Mariah Carey, she got the Icon Award at the iHeart Radio. Yes. And you got to think about like all of the accomplishments that she's had. Think about the first time we heard of Mariah Carey, Vision of Love, like a young Mariah Carey sitting there singing that, and all the amazing things that she's done. The fact that to this day she's still performing, that she's had legendary Christmas music.
Right. Took over the whole season.
Yeah, and she also honored her mother while she was accepting this award. You know, her mom and her sister both died last August, so that wasn't easy for her. But, you know, she thanked her fans. Her Lamborghini is what she calls them, the lambs.
Oh, I noticed that. I think it's just so important to highlight people while they're here. We saw that with Angie Stone. I mean, Mariah Carey is a legend. She always has been. And it's really, you know, giving flowers. We get reminded.
I know, Roberta Flack,
right.
You know, but Angie Stone. And I think it is a shame, like we said, that people did not give her the respect that she should have had while she was with us. And that was so unexpected. You know, much love again to Angie Stone. And we're going to come up with a name for the your own family. Like there's a Lamborghini. What are we going to do for you?
Oh, man, we got to think about it. Don't put me on the spot because I'm terrible on this spot.
All right. Well, what's up, AC? Who do you want to shine a light on?
What's going on? I'm shining a light on my wifey. Her name's Amorie.
Okay. What's her name? Zamorie?
Yes, ma'am.
Tell us more about wifey.
All right. Wifey is pregnant with our baby number 2. So we got 2 under 2, but she's still out here getting it in, hustling, getting her back. So
when is the baby due?
Shine a light on her. Baby is due in August.
All right, well, congratulations. Oh, an August baby. Let me see. So that'll be either a Virgo or what else could it be? A Leo?
Yeah, pray for me now. I got a girl on the way, so.
A girl, Dad. You know, that's life-changing. Daddy's little girl.
No, for real.
Well, shout out to you and Zamoria.
Yes, ma'am. Appreciate it.
That was Shine a Light, 800-292-5150. If you couldn't get through, you could shine a light for last word. And when we come back, we have your Yeetie. Lindsay, you ready to talk about the iHeart Radio Music Awards?
Yes, I'm ready.
This year it felt like it was a time. I should have went.
There was a lot going on. I was like, okay,
went.
this red carpet was just starting it off really well.
All right, we'll talk about it. It's Way Up.
They say it's truth in the rumors.
From industry shade to all the gossip,
Talk to me.
Angela's spilling that Yeetie.
Talk to 'em.
Yes, it's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with journalist and world traveler, Lindsay Granger.
Hey.
And let's get into this Yeetie. So the iHeart Radio Music Awards were yesterday in LA. It aired on Fox. LL Cool J was hosting. And Artist of the Year was Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Not a surprise. Song of the Year, Beautiful Things by Benson Boone. I don't even know that song.
Neither do I. I was about to say, okay.
You do, Dan? I don't know. Can you sing it for us? No? Okay, I'm glad I'm not alone. Hip Hop Artist of the Year is Glorilla. Hip Hop Song of the Year, what do you think that was, if you had to guess?
They Not Like Us,
Yep.
right? Like, it's just over.
Hey. Best new hip hop artist was Boss Man D-Lo. R&B Song of the Year, Made for Me by Money Long. And R&B Artist of the Year was SZA. Best new artist was Four Bats, and World Artist of the Year. And the first time that a South African has won this is Tyler.
Well deserved.
Yeah, so
and
well deserved.
Boss Man D-Lo. I like him a lot.
Yeah, so congratulations to all of the winners. But Mariah Carey also got the Icon Award. You know, we just talked about that. Money Long performed for the tribute, as did Tori Kelly. And here's a little piece of that. All right. Now, in addition to that, Mariah Carey went and did her acceptance speech. And here's what she had to say as she accepted this award. By the way, got up from sitting next to Anderson .Paak.
Right. That's her man, and she's going to be proud about it.
Okay.
Even now, I still get excited when I hear one of my songs playing on the radio. It never stops being magical. I appreciate you all more than you know. And to my fans, my Lamely, you've been with me through every step of this journey. And I want to honor my mother, Patricia Carey, for giving me the gift of music.
All right, so congratulations. Well deserved. I saw Jermaine Dupri was also posting about these wins too. He said, nah, for real, Money Long winning R&B Song of the Year for a song I produced with Brian Michael Cox, and then doing a tribute to the Queen Mariah Carey and singing a song I produced with Manuel Seale is mind blowing. I ain't even gonna hold you.
I. No, I'm just joking.
Yes.
But still, shout yourself out. Jermaine Dupri's a legend.
Listen, you got to let them know, Jermaine Dupri. Okay, JD. In addition to that, Ashanti was on hand. She looked amazing. I want to say
it's not even a snatchback. It's just a thicker Ashanti. It looks amazing.
Now, Nelly was given his flowers at the iHeart Radio Music Awards. And here is Ashanti. And this was unexpected for him.
He did not know that I was coming up here. He thought I just went to the bathroom. Back in the day, when people thought about rap, they thought about the East and West Coast. But in 2000, a rapper emerged out of St. Louis who would change the game forever and put the Midwest on the map. That rapper was Nelly. I'm so proud to honor country grammar and the talented guy who made it, my soulmate, my husband, Nelly, with the iHeart Radio Landmark Award.
All right.
She's like, I don't know what y'all talking about online, but that's my man. I'm going to stick beside him. Yeah.
All right. Well, that is your UT. When we come back, we have About Last Night, where we discuss what we did last night. And right now, let's get into the Hip Hop Artist of the Year, Glorilla with TGIF.
So, about last night. Here's how it went down.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Lindsay Granger. You know her as a world traveler. World of travel. What did you do last night? Where are you coming from?
Oh my God, I landed after a long delay from Dubai. We were in Abu Dhabi filming for World of Travel, which was a beautiful experience. I want to actually just shout out the people in Abu Dhabi because they treated us really well. And they treat people of color really well.
I think Sister Soldier is there writing.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think she's over there writing her book when I spoke to her.
Yeah, we stayed at Four Seasons, and it's like an adult hotel.
Okay.
I'm not trying to brag. They put up a teepee for Kinsley and made it all kid friendly. And we stayed at another hotel called Rosewood, and they
Rosewood's amazing,
right? If they really embrace the local society and the traditions, they taught us about Ramadan for real and sat with us and really explained it. And then we went to a safari called Sir Bani Yaz Island, which people don't know exists. It's a wildlife sanctuary and has like an entire eco reserve. We could learn about sustainability from this island. And an Anantara property there, they walked us through with all their experts about how they're really turning a desert into like a green area.
When did we get to see this?
This will be premiering in October, so just go to worldoftraveltv.com. Right now we're on Samsung, Roku, and a few other platforms, but
that's huge.
We're going to have some more news soon on where to watch us.
This feels like a good thing. Congratulations.
So I have to come back and tell y'all.
I cannot wait, and I just want to say, if you need someone to carry bags, I'm
what
there.
about carry babies?
I'll carry the baby. I'll babysit while y'all go have adult nights. It's so funny you talked about Rosewood, because what I was doing last night was watching White Lotus season 3.
I'm missing
caught up on
so
White
many episodes.
Lotus. But, part of this, they said, was filmed in Thailand at a Rosewood resort, because people always want to figure out, like, where are they filming White Lotus? Where are these hotels? Because people want you to come and film White Lotus, because these are very luxurious places. So they said part of it was actually filmed there.
It's funny because Four Seasons was one of the season filmed with White Lotus. So did Rosewood, and so did Anantara. They did this Thailand episode with White Lotus. So all the 3 hotels happen to be White Lotus.
Well, look, so that's what I was doing yesterday, and yeah, Four Seasons as part of it is there too. And I hadn't seen White Lotus, but everyone kept asking me, "Oh, were you watching White Lotus?" So I watched seasons 1 and 2 already. I binge watched it from last week until now,
Isn't it
and
good?
so now I'm all caught up. I will say season 3 to me hasn't been as great as 1 and 2, but you know, there's a lot of twists and turns when you watch White Lotus, so we'll see. When we come back, I want to do Pick a Side. Now, somebody was arguing with me and saying that I get side-eyed because of a conversation I had with Shamia from Real Housewives of Atlanta, where she said she would not work with Portia's baby father, her ex, because, her loyalty to Portia. Here's what she said.
Even if it is just work, why, Dennis? Step outside of the circle and find somebody else. Just this week, I'm going to show you. Dennis just sent me a message, and he's like, "Oh, I got a movie coming out. I want you to do it." And I'm like, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Now, Shamia does act, and she's eager to get back into it. And so he asked her if she wanted to play, Regine's already in the movie, to play Regine's mother. And so she's not even considering it because of that. Now, I think that if it was me and I was her friend and it was a legitimate, and I don't hate my ex, I would be like, "Girl, get the money, do the role, and you came to me first and we did it that way." What do you think, Lindsay?
I mean, I'm Petty LaBelle, so
no.
Honestly, just we need to just take a break. You can find somebody else to work with. I'm I'm a little bit petty though. I could just figure. I'm sorry, I just gotta admit it. Yeah, I know who I am, and I would say what you're saying, I would say out loud, but in my heart, I would be annoyed.
Like, please don't do it.
Yeah, 2 weeks later.
Well, we want to know what you guys think. Pick a side, 800-292-5150. Do you think Shamia is right? Off limits, do not do that work? Or do you feel like, okay, work is work. As long as you come to me and let me know ahead of time and I give it my blessing, I'm okay with it working with my ex. 800-292-5150. Call us up. Pick a side.
It's not just right or wrong. It's about what you believe. It's time to pick a side and stay there.
It's way up at Angela.
Yeah.
Lindsey Granger's here. Mayo just walked in the door.
In the building.
Ty, just in time for Pick a Side.
Hey.
Now, we're talking about this that happened on Real Housewives of Atlanta. Shamia turned down this acting role because Dennis is producing it. Dennis is Portia's ex, she also has a child with Dennis. And Shamia said, I don't think I can do this. Here's what happened.
Even if it is just work, why, Dennis? Step outside of the circle and find somebody else. Just this week, I'm going to show you. Dennis just sent me a message, and he's like, "Oh, I got a movie coming out. I want you to do it." And I'm like, you got to draw the line somewhere.
Now, the text was like, "Look, Regine's playing the daughter. I want you to play the mom." He's producing it. But she said no because she knew Portia wouldn't like that.
Like that.
So... Would you have a problem with that as a friend? Yes, you would.
Absolutely.
Okay.
I like the fact that she drew the line. It's like, nah, that's my friend. I'm standing on principles. I'm standing on. I pick my side. Okay. I'm over here.
Okay.
I feel like most people want to say what they think like you, but think more like Mano.
Yeah.
Okay. See, my thing is this. They don't have, I think if they had a contentious relationship, but they are co-parenting. Portia was married to somebody else after that. And, if you came to me and was like, "Hey, your ex is doing this movie," if you're my best friend, I would be like, "Get the role, get the money." That's how I look at it. We're not together, but we don't hate each other. We're raising a kid. We all know each other. We're best friends, and if I trust you. Now, if I happen to be friends with somebody who I don't really trust, that would be weird. If you didn't come to me first and tell me about it, that would be weird, but I'm all about getting to the bag.
I understand. We're going to get to the bag regardless, though. That's the thing. We're going to get the money.
Let's see what you guys think. 800-292-5150. Taj, pick a side.
I believe that Shamia should go get the money because you shouldn't be trying to stop your own bag or letting anybody stop your bag. And if Portia is a real friend, she should tell her to go get the money. I feel like she still care about Dennis more on a relationship type of thing if she's trying to stop her friends from getting money for a role, honestly.
I mean, Lindsay, it feels like a legitimate, you know what I'm saying?
If this is your true dream and the person I used to date is stopping you from that true dream, go ahead, sis. But if this is like,
see, now you're leading the witness.
No, I'm like, look, if this is your true dream, if you're trying to be annoying and just trying to get it where you fit in, and honestly, the bigger issue is don't have friends like that, right?
Right.
Don't have friends like that.
Yeah.
But like, come on now, like everything don't need to be connected with my ex. There's a million people who do probably what he did.
I mean, she's been trying to get back into acting. It's not easy. Here come a roll.
Also, like,
Here
it's
comes
not
a roll.
easy, but you got those connections. You never know. Like, he can connect her to someone else bigger. But I get it. It's her best friend's ex, but you may be blocking your own blessings about getting back into something that you love.
And look, if Portia tells her no, I feel her, but I would go to her and be like, look, I am trying to get back into acting. You know, I would love to do this, but I don't want you to feel away. So it's whatever you say. Now I put it on you.
Right. No, the communication has to be there. And I think like most importantly, your friends that respect you are going to just say, hey, I'm having this conversation or I'm thinking about having it, and you'll talk to them. But I also have just seen Love and Hip Hop this season with Ray J trying to hire, you guys know this thing, Amara, and getting smacked by his girl. And mind you, I was getting my hair done watching this, so I was like, okay.
You're traumatized.
Yeah, they're traumatized, but I never dated anybody like Ray J, so that would never be my life in the first place.
Exactly.
All right, well, thank you for calling. Get that money.
Thank you.
And I'm going to read you what this person said in my comments, because I still was like...
I just want to know, were you going back and forth with them, or you just left it?
No, I'm going to tell you what I said and what this person said. The person, LaCorey Patrice, said, Angela, girl, and that's why the people side-eye you. At the end of the day, I'm not working with my friend's baby daddy. That's weird. I said, none of my friends side-eye me, and I don't side-eye them. Definition of friendship, and I can separate personal and encourage my friends to be about their business. I would bring them an opportunity if it made sense for their career and cheer them on. And I would. Like, that's a fact. It's proven. I've done it.
People have spoken to me about you before, about what kind of friend you are.
None of my friends side-eye me.
In a good way,
I ain't never done nothing to nobody's man. Like, and I have encouraged my friends to, like, do things if it's about money. And I trust my friends.
Right.
Now, if you're not my friend, that's different.
Yeah, but I think also, like, we're at a big age. Like, in your 20s, maybe you'll be like, okay, having friends that are, like, a little sketchy, you learn your lessons. Like, when you get past that, it's kind of like, hey, you shouldn't be having these kind of people around you.
All right, well, when we come back, we have your Yeetie, and it looks like Kanye West and Playboi Carti's friendship broke up all over this new album. We'll talk about it. It's way up.
She about to blow the lid up off this pot. Let's get it. Oh, yeah. Angela's spilling that Yee tea.
Come and get the tea.
It's way up at Angela Yee. Lindsey Granger is here. Mano's in the building.
Hey.
All right. The Mano Vators and the Power Grangers.
Hey.
And let's get into this Yeetie. So Tracy Morgan, this went viral yesterday when he threw up on the court at the Knicks game. And a lot of people had things to say. It was also St. Patrick's Day yesterday. So some people, like Michael Blackson, was like, he was just drunk. Well, Tracy Morgan has since posted from the hospital with his Knicks logo on his phone. It said, thank you for all your concern. I'm doing okay now. And doctors say it was food poisoning. Appreciate my MSG family for taking such good care of me. And I need to shout out the crew that had to clean that up.
Oh, God.
That's my guy.
Fact.
Shout out to Trey.
More importantly, the Knicks are now 1-0 when I throw up on the court. So maybe I'll have to break it out again in the playoffs.
No, Trey.
People were on him, but I feel like we got to give him a little bit of grace. I mean, man's had a life or death incident.
Yeah, and food poisoning is real.
Yeah. And people were concerned. Yeah. But I did. My first thought was, well, St. Patrick's Day is today, and people were out drinking all day.
I mean, black people don't be going hard for St. Patrick's Day.
No, they do.
They do?
Absolutely.
We go hard for Cinco de Mayo.
Cinco de Mayo, but not St. Patrick's Day.
Any excuse to drink, it's up. I had that conversation the other day, and I was like, yo, what are you talking about St. Patty's Day? They're like, man, don't stop it. It's just an excuse to drink.
Yeah, that's all. People like that.
Yo, I've never went hard for St.
Me neither.
Cinco de Mayo goes crazy, but St. Patrick's Day is crazy, y'all.
Yeah.
All right, now, Playboi Carti has responded to his first week sales projections for his album, Music, and it's going to be pretty big, according to Hip Hop All Day. This doesn't include any physicals, but it's going to be about 250,000 from just streaming units. That's huge.
Yeah.
I mean, good for him. But people are asking why weren't bundles included, and they said not a clue. They never report the sales like this. It seems odd. And Playboi Carti responded, it is odd. Meanwhile, Kanye West is upset about Playboi Carti, and he said he was blocked from appearing on the new album. And so now he doesn't like the fact that I guess Playboi Carti went at Northwest on a song. So this is all kinds of issues. And so Kanye said, I decided North won't be doing any songs with Carti. How it looked for me to get left off the album. And then he asked Kim to have vocals from my daughter. I don't F about none of this industry-ish and how it's a Skims line in the first place.
I saw he tagged
Skims get dragged into this.
He tagged Kim with a Skims. I don't know, but it just was basically like asking her, "Can he have permission?" But now, I think we need to get out of the group chat of the whole thing.
Now he also did have another phone conversation with Diddy, which he shared, and here's what happened.
It's wicked. So you be careful.
Yeah.
You can't do nothing on this day. I need you out there. You feel me?
I hear you. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Man, have some fun.
Now, I'm going to show you this, Mano. I can't read what Kanye said because it's just too many slurs and things like that. But I just want you to see other things that he said. But yes, Playboi Carti does went north on a song as well. And so I don't think it's going to happen. Oh my God, you see that, Lindsay?
A lot of all caps, a lot of bad words.
A lot of bad things.
Yeah, a lot of
in this post. But doesn't it seem like Kanye, no matter what, does not get canceled?
He don't.
He doesn't.
Well, who's canceling him? He's past it. He lost all his deals.
But
how can you cancel him?
If he stepped on the stage and rolling loud, they will absolutely
still
crazy.
listen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
All right, well, that is your YT. When we come back, we have Under the Radar. These are the stories that are not necessarily in the headlines. They're flying under the radar, but you definitely need to know about them. Oh, here's a good song. Big Sean and Chris Brown. My last. It's way up.
This in the news that relates to you. These stories are flying under the radar.
Bye, Mano. All right, Lindsey Greene just here with me. It's Way Up with Angela Yee. Now let's get in. Listen, I know that as a journalist, you do a lot of reporting also on politics.
Yes.
So I want to talk about this with you, Lindsay.
Okay, let's do it.
The White House, the U.S. will not return the Statue of Liberty to France. There's a French politician who wants the return of the Statue of Liberty. You know, France gave us that about 140 years ago because he says that the U.S. no longer represents the values embodied by that monument. Now, Donald Trump says he will absolutely not return the statue. What do you think about this?
I think that Donald Trump is an unprecedented president. And I think
unprecedented.
Yeah. Some people do not even know how to react to him. And I think that that's why you're seeing like even Democrats just like pause like they're paralyzed. But France, I think, is trying to do something. But I also think they need to understand that in 4 years, we're definitely going to have a different president. And the whole U.S. should not be penalized for behavior that you don't appreciate from Donald Trump. Because the rest of us sitting here like, what's this got to do with me?
Right. You know, somebody I was talking to, she was in South Africa. And I was asking her because she, has a business. And I was like, what do they think? Like, what's going on with these tariffs? Is that affecting your business? And she's like, honestly, everywhere I went, people were just like, I'm so sorry that y'all have to deal with that right now. She said people actually feel bad
people
about
in Canada told me the same thing. I have friends that I work with there that are like, yo, you're messing up this ally relationship. We literally export the most steel. All your prices for cars are going to go up. Like, it's all fun and games until it's not.
Until it happens.
Yeah.
And this whole auto pen situation where he was trying to say that all of Joe Biden's pardons are null and void. But then it turns out Donald Trump used auto pens before. And he said, but only for very unimportant papers.
Yeah, I think that what he does is like, people who think before they speak or just
anything.
speak. Yeah, he just like says anything, and then what you have is lawsuits, and what you have is a lot of pushback, and what you have are civil suits and Supreme Court getting involved. And so I know he already pulled the Secret Service protection from Biden's family this week, which was crazy. But
I thought they get that for life.
Yeah, well, not under Trump. And you would think, I would like these people to be safe. Their family looked out for our country and did their job that they were hired to do by us. So, I think that it's just a lot going on. Like I said, the word I could think of is just like unprecedented, and no one really knows how to respond.
Yeah, and Donald Trump also has said these assassination files will be released today. JFK assassination files. It's tens of thousands of pages. This also feels like a distraction.
Yeah,
because he said people have been waiting decades for this. It's about 80,000 pages.
Right. I think that the goal for the Trump administration is to flood the market. So every day there's breaking news. As somebody in the media, every day we're kind of turning our heads, and that's the intention, so that people, journalists, Democrats do not know how to react. Even Republicans are like, which should I focus on? And so that way he deals with the repercussions of lawsuits and things, but actually has a temporary pass to get things through.
Now, I want to also ask you about this because a lot of people had some issues with Chuck Schumer and Hakeem Jeffries.
Oh, man.
Yes. And what do you think about this whole funding bill and this approach of putting this through, even though they don't agree with things in that bill?
So Chuck Schumer is beefing with the Democrats. He canceled his entire book tour new book coming out because he thinks of all the drama that's going to happen at these stops with Democrats and people who want to speak up. I think Chuck Schumer's stance is that, hey, I need to say something out loud about this in order to make Trump not go ham when he doesn't get this bill pushed through and try every executive order. But Democrats are like, have a backbone. They can't pass the bill without us. And so there's like a friction. But I understand that, a government shutdown is not ideal. Essentially, that just means the government is not doing its job. Thousands of employees will be out of work if we do, and get furloughed if we do shut down. So we got to think about these people that we're constantly playing with when we hang shutdowns over their heads. These are people that can't feed their family, possibly, if they're living check to check.
And I think people don't understand that. They're like, you got to fight hard, let it shut down, make a statement, take a stance.
But not on these government employees' back. So there's a point to be made about not letting the government shut down to prove a point that Democrats want to prove. It's constantly who's in power and who wants to let it shut down to prove their point. It's only happened a handful of times in history, but hopefully, it's not a good time in this economy for it to happen.
All right, well, that is your Under the Radar. We do have the Way Up mix at the top of the hour. Plus, Key Glock is going to be joining us. Glockavelli is coming out, and he has new singles out, No Sweat and 3 a.m. in Tokyo. It's Way Up.
Way up.
Just like to talk like they Angela Yee,
Man, she's spilling it all. This is Yee T.
Way up.
It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here. Lindsey Granger's here with me.
Hey.
Let's get into some of this Yee T. And this is getting messy. And I want to say, Real Housewives of Atlanta, I've watched the first 2 episodes of this new season. It took over a year for that show to come back.
Yeah.
They were having all kinds of cast issues. But now Shamia is the glue holding the cast together. And people were saying that they feel like, Portia and Shamia, their relationship might feel a bit tense, but they grew up together. They've known each other a long time, but it's also reality TV.
Right.
Now, when Shamia was up here, I questioned her about it because it's something that people are really writing whole think pieces about. And here's what she said.
I can only focus on me. I try to be the best friend that I can be to my friends and hope that it's reciprocated. And when it's not, there's only so much I can do about that. I just want to continue to show up and be the person that I know how to be, how my parents raised me.
All right. Well, another person who is now weighing in is Candy. And Candy and Shamia are friends. Shamia's been on Candy's show and all of that, her podcast. And here's what Candy has to say about Shamia and Portia's relationship.
What I think is that they had some issues during the season, and they really don't mess with each other like that right now, but they doing the fake. I'm messing with, like, if they're in the same room or in front of the cameras, or if or people are doing press, they're like, oh yeah, that's my girl, blah, blah, knowing they ain't messing with each other right now.
And Candy's not on the show this season. She stepped away from it.
But she knows about Housewives.
She definitely knows about Housewives. And so I saw people in the comments coming for her, but I think if anybody knows how that show operates,
she does. And I think that, like, Friends too, it sucks because you introduce a new friend to something that you've been doing for years, like Portia did, and then it gets sloppy. That's, again, frustrating. Back to that Friends things. Like, you want to put money in their pocket, and now...
But, in Shamia's defense, Shamia has been on the show numerous times. Like, before that, just didn't have a piece. But she said she turned it down because her husband was the person who didn't want her to do it.
Understandable.
Yeah. And so he did not want to film. And, they're not going to film you without your husband on Real Housewives. So, all right. Now, let's talk about Gail Bean. She recently was on Lip Service. And they've been talking about this Snowfall spinoff for the longest. Right. That she was going to star in. There were all kinds of reports. Here's what she had to say when she was on Lip Service. Snowfall. They keep on saying this spinoff is happening that you're on. What is going on?
What is going on with the spinoff?
Come on.
All good things.
Yeah!
I can't even say too much.
Allegedly, it focuses on you and Leon. Yeah, which we love. Well, it's been announced that, yes, FX has ordered that pilot episode. So, looks like it's happening.
That's good. And it's such a good homage to John Singleton, who, passed away a while back.
It's greenlit, baby.
We've seen another one, and I'm happy to see it.
Yeah, me too,
We need
man.
more shows like this.
And I think she's really dope. Like, I enjoyed that episode. And I know... So now is the time for all of y'all to catch up on Snowfall.
Including me. I'm not going to lie. I love John Singleton as a producer, but I haven't watched it. And I know I'm late. I watched Game of Thrones late. I caught up.
I watch everything late, girl. I told you, I just started watching White Lotus, and finally I'm all caught up.
But I'll watch it before this new season, I promise.
All right. And that is your UC. Lastly, I do want to just briefly mention, because I saw this story about Tyler Perry. He actually stepped in to pay a mortgage for an 85-year-old woman. He saw her story on
Sherry Shepherd
on the news, Sherry Shepherd said that he's paying off her mortgage. She went on there. He said he's paying the entire mortgage so you can live in the home that you love. And she had actually tried to do these renovations. They signed a contract in January. They were supposed to be finished March 31st. But unfortunately, you know, what happens with contractors, a lot of times things don't go right. So now, shout out to Tyler Perry for doing an amazing thing for Anise Tisdale, who's 85 years old.
And Tyler Perry is good in my book. From his speech at Angie Stone's funeral to this, to everything else that people say they paid the most for actresses and actors. I mean, he seems like a great person.
All right. Well, when we come back, Ask Yee, 800-292-5150. Call us up. Any question? 800-292-5150. Here's the R&B Artist of the Year, SZA, with Saturn. It's way up.
Whether it's relationship or career advice, Angela's dropping facts. So you should know. This is Ask Yee.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee. I'm here with Lindsey Granger.
Hey.
And it's time for Ask Yee. And I see you getting ready for your advice, to give some advice.
Oh, I was looking advice ready?
You was getting advice ready, like, okay,
I was
let's
getting my Oprah energy on.
All right. Well, we have Lamar on the line. What's up, Lamar?
Hey, how you doing, Angela?
I'm good. Me and Lindsey are ready for your question.
Me and my wife been together 23, 24 years. But we only been married going on 4. And, you know, it's always rough action. But I'm just trying to figure out if you could give me some advice on a good gesture to show my wife some appreciation.
24 years? I know you're going to go through some ups and downs. I feel like you have to be willing to be flexible in relationships and understand that that person is not going to stay the exact person that you met. Hopefully they're going to grow into a better person, but you're also going to grow alongside them and be open to embracing that newness, but also like learning this together and being and communicating.
Experiences are always the best presents as far as a gesture/gift.
I agree. Book me a flight and we back on good terms.
And even if it's like a road trip, you know, where you guys can get in a car together and you don't tell her where you guys are going, make it something special that you know she loves and that she'll enjoy, right? And I'm all for like a good road trip where you book a hotel, because I don't know how busy you guys are, right? Or financially, if you can like, you know, take all of that. But it might be just something as simple as that, where you're like, look, or you know what? Don't even let you pack an overnight bag for her.
No. Let me pack my bag.
Okay. All right.
Kind of throw some stuff in there that don't go with the occasion for me. So.
But you know what else I like?
You trying to get me in trouble.
Yeah, let her pack her bag. Give her like a little bit of notice. But definitely, I think that when you guys have that time to just talk by yourselves, do you guys have kids?
Yeah, we got kids. We got 4 kids.
Yeah, so when you guys have that time, that's part of the problem.
Get somebody to watch the kids. You got somebody that can watch the kids?
Oh, they adults now.
Oh, even if it's just like going to a hotel for one night where you get out of your regular environment.
Staycation.
And it's a staycation. It's a surprise. Maybe there's a little spa treatment. And if you're driving somewhere, if you have like a nice playlist of all her favorite songs, because you know what songs are meaningful, that mean a lot to you guys, just thoughtful things. That means
find out Ange be running game. If Ange did this to me, I might like Ange.
Yeah, listen, where we going? No. But a lot of times, when it shows that you put some effort into something, I think that means the most. Even if it's like you're going to be at home, maybe she comes home and she didn't know you were going to be there, and you cooked and you have the house clean, you know, get a housekeeper to come clean the whole house so she don't have to do it. What a great feeling to come home and the house is clean.
Any of the above, to me, I'll be sold on a good mood.
Well, y'all just kind of confirmed it, because we talked this morning about just sliding away in the room.
Yeah.
Yes, do that.
Do it.
But you got to take charge and just get it done. Mm-hmm. Don't talk to her about it anymore besides pack your bag.
So that's what I needed to hear. I appreciate that.
And get some good smelling candles too. So when you get in the room, you light the little massage oil. Give her a massage after the spa. Bottle of wine. Bring some wine.
You got to follow up and let us know how well it went, because this is good. Like you can't lose here.
Oh, I will.
All right. Well, enjoy. Okay.
All right. Thank y'all.
All right. Thank you for calling. I hope my man listening. No,
right? That sounds like this for Colin. Who is for?
Well, that is Ask Yee. And when we come back, Key Glock is going to be joining us. He's got 2 new singles out right now. No Sweat and 3 a.m. in Tokyo. He's got a new album on the way, Glockavelli. Key Glock is way up.
And I'm back.
We're about to do this. One of the most famous women in radio. We're talking about Angela Yee.
You're Way Up with Angela Yee.
Please believe that.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and look who's back in the building. Key Glock is here.
Yo, I didn't even feel like jumping out the bed, but I had to.
You got work to do.
Yeah, and you was first, so I was like, yeah, I rock with Angela.
I appreciate that.
Yeah.
You got a new album on the way.
Mm-hmm.
All right,
Yeah.
Glockavelli. And I see the cover is reminiscent of the Tupac.
Yeah, anyway, I just didn't want to put myself on the cross, so I just put a thorn crown on my head.
All right, and what made you come up with that? Like as far as the title and channeling the Machiavelli?
When you think of Pac, like how they display him, it's like it's just thug life all the time. But when you read more about him, when you look more into him, like he was actually smart and he stood for, you know what I'm saying, certain things that you wouldn't even know about.
What does Key Glock stand for? Because clearly that's something that you felt connected to.
My biggest thing is loyalty. I'll take that over love.
You know, I feel like those go hand in hand though, right? You think you could be loyal to somebody and not love them?
Prove love.
Okay, through loyalty. But do you think you could love somebody and not be loyal? That's a man question.
You don't love them then.
You know, men cheat all the time, but they'll be like, well, I did love her. But for some reason, men don't equate, maybe with friendships and family.
Different levels of love, like phases of love. I ain't gonna lie. Like some women might get more love than the next one.
Right now, Key Glock is here. His new album, Glockavelli, is on the way. Well, I want to talk about this 3 a.m. in Tokyo. I love that song.
For sure.
So DJ Paul had a hand in producing that. So talk to me about how this all came about.
This particular day, he just sent the pack out of nowhere, like probably 15, 20 beats. And that one just stuck out to me the most that day because I was actually in Tokyo and I recorded it in my hotel. And when I got done recording it, I just went to the city and just shot the video.
Who was that guy at the end?
The guy at the end.
No, like, so he just was talking, like, what was happening? Tell me.
It was real. It was like I was shooting my last scene and he didn't want to like walk in front of the camera like being away or whatever, so he kind of like just stayed back and just watched the whole thing. So
being nosy.
My cameraman had to had it still rolling, so he was like, I'm glad I stopped to wait for the thing. He was being sarcastic or whatever, but I just kept it in the video.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah,
I was like,
sure.
and 3 a.m., who knows what people are doing at 3 a.m. in Tokyo?
Exactly.
I've never been to Tokyo. What was that experience like for you?
It's like Miami, no beach, and New York.
I know you got some shopping done.
The whole time. I probably spent like almost $30,000 a day I was out there.
Oh my God.
But not just all of myself though. It was just.
On who?
Hey, hold on. Say it like this.
You said not just on myself, you know?
No, I had my mom out there with me. I had my boys with me. Camera, you know.
That's nice. I did read that you were generous when it comes to
it. For sure.
Oh, well, that's good. Right now, Key Glock is here. He's got 2 new singles out right now, and he has a new album, Glockavelli, on the way May 2nd. We have more with him when we come back. It's Way Up.
Yeah, what's happening?
You want to know my name? Way Up with Angela Yee. Turn me on.
What's up? It's Way Up with Angela Yee, and I'm here with my guy from Memphis, Key Glock. When you did the podcast, A Safe Place, and Lil Yachty and Mitch, and you was just kind of like, I'm not in it.
Because this how I be anyway. I was like, go right ahead. I'm not even here.
Yeah, who would have known something like that would have went so viral? And there you are. They're
like still to this day, I don't know if they was playing or.
No, I think they were serious because they kind of ended the podcast after that.
Like for real, like ended it.
I think it turned into like a whole thing with the two of them. You know, but those conversations are real, and I think in real friendships, when people have known each other for a long time,
if it was real, like it shouldn't have been in front of me.
Right.
Yeah. 'Cause I wouldn't do that to, you know what I'm saying, one of my boys in front of, you know what I'm saying, somebody that's not my boy. You know what I'm saying?
You was minding your business.
Yeah,
I'm just here.
I'm floating. I'm floating. I had just landed too. What? Yeah.
You went to high school with Tay Keith?
Yep. Me, Tay Keith, Pooh Shiesty.
Wow. Y'all all went to high school together?
Yeah. Like we all know each other. Like we all.
Like y'all was real cool back then even?
Yeah. We all know each other. Like, yeah.
I saw somewhere they were saying that Pooh Shiesty might be coming home soon, or
he in halfway house.
Oh, he's in a halfway house.
Yeah, he in a halfway house.
You spoke to him?
No, I ain't spoke to him. I ain't gonna lie, I don't like speaking to nobody that be in, you know what I'm saying? Because like this, even if they in state, feds, halfway house, I'd rather just talk to you when you get out. I just don't like the feeling of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right now, Key Glock is here. His new album, Glockavelli, is on the way. So the album is coming out when, in May or?
May 2nd.
May 2nd. That's a firm date now. You're not going to go in the studio and change things.
It's official. It's official. This tape right here will make go back in the studio.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Are your exes still jealous?
All of them. Not all of them, but yeah, a couple of them. There ain't no bad blood though. It's just I'm just Glock. Like who don't want Glock?
Are you cool with any of your exes? Are you that guy, or are you just like once it's over, it's over?
Nah, I ain't like that. Like I ain't that petty. It's really petty. Like, if ain't no blood been spilled, I can forgive anybody.
What would you say is a woman's biggest complaint about you?
Girl told me it's a red flag because I don't go out like other rappers.
Okay.
Like what the that mean?
I can see that because I'd rather my man be inside and not want to go out like.
It ain't even about being inside. I just ain't in the club.
Right.
But I ain't in the house all day either though. Like I ain't finna just be in the house cooped up with you all day. You can be cooped up. I gotta go get the bread. You take care of the crib.
You like to shop though.
Yeah.
Do women ever buy you things that are nice? Because I know you're.
Yeah, but it's like it's hard to buy me because I got everything. I don't even.
Anybody auntie ever bought you something?
Hot. Why you ask me that about that bar? You asked me about that bar. Yeah, she have though.
Oh my God, I don't even want to know.
We grown, man.
Yeah, you done said too much. All right. Well, I'm looking forward to this new project because I know every time Key Glock come out, it's a vibe. Congratulations on everything.
For sure.
Key Glock, May 2nd. That's the date, right?
Yeah.
It's firm.
It's firm.
You can watch that full interview with Key Glock on Way Up with Yee. And when we come back, you guys have the last word.
Pick up the phone.
Tap in. Tap in and get your voice heard.
What the word is.
Here's the last word on Way Up with Angela Yee.
Yo, it's Way Up with Angela Yee. And again, thank you so much to Lindsey Granger for being here with us today.
You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Fresh out of Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi. It sounds so fancy.
It does.
Until you get stuck over there.
You know, it's crazy because I really only ever travel to the Caribbean when I go on vacation. And I want to expand I went to Paris last year.
Okay, we're going to talk through some ideas about what you like.
I know.
What you don't like.
You
and we're
have
going to
your
get
world of travel, so.
Yes. So you can copy our itinerary for World of Travel, but we also could just like talk to you about what you like and find your place on the globe because we know a lot because we talk to a lot of tourism boards.
Yeah, and I just like warm places and I like a beach. And I saw White Lotus. Now that I'm watching the show, they said the creator of it said they'll never do a cold location for a White Lotus series. It's only going to be places that have warm weather.
Well, they focus on a lot of rich people, and I'm just assuming rich people want to have a comfortable
But
warm
they
vacation.
be going to like Aspen and stuff like that and skiing and snowing.
Right.
They do
Colorado.
like those.
I should know that.
Yeah, right.
I should definitely know that. Everybody and their mom that's rich goes
The first time I went snowboarding was in Breckenridge, Colorado.
Oh, Breckenridge is good.
Yeah.
Colin loves Breckenridge. That's
my
partner.
It was amazing.
He loves it. So.
But again, thank you to Key Glock for joining us today. His album is coming out on May 2nd, Glockavelli. But watch that full interview on my YouTube channel, Way Up with Yee. Ashley, you're back tomorrow. Why did I just call you Ashley?
I was like, who else is in the room?
Sorry, I was thinking about our next guest because Ashley's coming for Wealth Wednesday. Lindsay, you're back tomorrow.
Yes, I'm back tomorrow, and I'm excited to join you guys.
I was thinking about
tomorrow.
Ashley Fox, who you also
I
follow.
also follow her, so I got to go say hi in the green room.
Yeah,
she got all the money advice.
For a Wealth Wednesday. But again, you guys, this is your show, so you have the last word.
Oh, I want to shine a light on myself. My name is Stephen Roy. I'm from New Orleans. Everybody calls me Mannequin. Why I want to shine a light on myself? I did 15 and a half years, from 17 to 34. Been home 10 years and started at least 6 different businesses and sold thousands of CPR and helped my family touch generational wealth.
Going way up, turn up with Angela Yee.